Well, hi there, and welcome back to my channel. I lost it. If you're new here, my name is Rusty, and this is my channel where I talk about my favorite movies, mostly horror, and my favorite music, mostly metal. And I welcome you to my March update. This is a video that I do every month where I highlight and show off the latest additions to my music and or movie collection. March was an unusually heavy month. It felt like Christmas or something. The reason is because I found quite a few sales, and that's why I was actually shocked at how much I got in March. But I'm addicted and I can't help it. So, yeah, I actually have a pretty big one, so let's get started. As usual, I start with any music that I bought, and we are going to do that. Now, this is a new band that I found called Thornhill, and they are like a shoegaze metalcore, grungecore actually. Yeah, grungecore. It's like they took shoegaze. Now, if you don't know what shoegaze is a genre like The Cure, Susie and the Banshees. Curve is like the most intense shoegaze. A modern shoegaze band would be like Blood Red Shoes and Silver Sun Pickups. Both of those have really heavy elements of shoegaze. Um, but if you took metalcore and shoegaze and grungecore, to mix them together, I love it. I'm gonna do a video of a couple of their songs. But yeah, this is called The Dark Pool by Thornhill. I absolutely love them, and they just came out with a new song called Casanova. So I'm hoping they'll have a new album out soon. I want to do this first. I love Heart, and this is one of their greatest hits remastered, and it has so many of my favorite Heart songs on it. And these are all the remastered versions. So I have all of these albums, but to get What About Love and Tall, Dark, Handsome Stranger and Who Will You Run To, which is like one of my favorite Heart songs. If Looks Could Kill, which is another of my favorite. So Heart's greatest hits 85 to 95, which was just phenomenal. So I got that, you know, just to get all of those remastered songs. I have, just like I did with Megadeth, where I went and got all of their remasters. I've been doing the same with Trivium. I love Trivium. There's only a couple of albums I don't like by them that went too screamo with nothing in between. Um, Shogun and the new one. It's about it. I can handle everything else. But so I got Trivium in Waves remastered, and I got Trivium Vengeance Falls remastered, and I got Trivium The Sin and the Sentence, which is, aside from The Crusade, is like my favorite other Trivium album. Third one is Snow. But yeah, The Sin and the Sentence, I love this album. I'll be doing some trivia songs if I can ever get over this weather change and do that. So now, let's get on to these. We'll start with DVDs, of course. Okay. A cool little independent horror movie called Trespassers. It's a little indie horror. Sort of like The Strangers, I guess. Daylight's End, a little zombie flick. I love this fucking movie. I love him. This is a really cool movie. It's kind of hard to find. So as a collector, that's always a plus. Unless they want to charge you out the ass, which they do. I'm going to do a video on that subject about these, I don't even want to get into it, but these companies that take advantage of collectors, especially horror collectors. I'm talking to you, Vinegar Syndrome, Scream Factory, Mondo Macabre. I think there's a couple others. We're going to have a talk about that one day. I'm going to probably piss off a lot of people. But Daylight's End, Johnny Strong and Lance Henriksen. This is a movie called Ravenous, which is pretty infamous with its cannibal cowboys. Guy Pearce. A little movie called Hack. A little slasher. Like, that's a surprise. With a title like Hack, right? This was given to me for free. What I found a sale, and it's like I bought like 5 movies, you know, and all of these were brand new, still in the package, still in the wrapper. But the dude sent me a couple of free movies because I bought like 5 or 6 of his movies, and so I got the Puppet Master, the first 3 Puppet Masters. I don't know if I've ever watched a Puppet Master movie, to tell you the truth. So I didn't buy this. It was given as a gift, brand new, by this seller. He gave me another one. I'll let you know when I get to it. I got the Hellraiser 6 movie collection. I do not like number 3 on here because number 3 is this is the really badly cut up full screen version, which is shit, from Miramax or Lionsgate or whoever fucked it up. I have the original, the real, unedited one over there. So hopefully that one, you know, the others are fine, but I will not watch 3 on here. It's got a really bad version of 3 on this one. So Christian Slater in a sci-fi movie called Stranded. So yeah, I like Christian Slater. I think he's cool. We'll see about that one. I Sell the Dead. What I've been trying to do is, I've never been a zombie fan, and so I've been trying to get into, you know, I've been trying to give zombie movies a chance because I really love 28 Days Later and 28 Weeks Later, and I love the Evil Dead remake. And so I was like, you know, why don't you give some zombie movies a chance? And so this is called I Sell the Dead, which is sort of like a zombie comedy or horror comedy about zombies. So it's got Dominic Monaghan, yummy, from Lost, and Hetty Winthrop. And this is a spaghetti western, a modern spaghetti western called Slow West, with it's got Cody McPhee, you know, Cody Smith McPhee. Didn't he just get nominated for an Oscar for that cowboy movie? Well, here he is in a one before that called Slow West. I absolutely love this movie, so I had to have it. Okay, Scrawl, a little independent horror movie. Adam and Evil for my slasher collection, for my little indie, cheesy, out of the way slasher collection. Adam and Evil. And these I had to get the British versions because I couldn't even find them, the American versions. But this is the Ritual. So I had to get the British release. Which, in case anybody knows, you can buy British releases if you don't have a region-free Blu-ray player or DVD player. It's okay. All DVD ROMs, if you watch your DVDs on your computer, all DVD ROMs are region-free. So you might not can watch it on your Blu-ray player, but you can get a British release. It will play on your computer. So, yeah. And the Dare. So, I had to get these two British releases. We have another little indie horror movie called Shuttle. Like a survival horror. Brutal, brutal, brutal. Del Toro, the Wolfman. Anthony Hopkins. The Domestics, I already have the Blu-ray for this, but this is one of the 3 free ones that was in that pack of movies I told you about, where I bought I think I bought 6 movies, and he just sent me 3 brand new in the wrapper free. And the Domestics, I guess it'll go in the giveaway, because I already had bought the Blu-ray, so I kind of got that one. Bloodlands. Little home invasion type movie. I guess sort of like The Strangers. My screensaver is like causing me issues. It's literally out of the corner of my eye, my screensaver was spinning round and round. And I all of a sudden noticed, I'm like, I feel like I'm fixing to fall over. It's like making me dizzy. Hamburg, Berlin Undead, I told you. I was trying to get into some more zombie. So, yes, this is a German, horror movie. Zombie. For zombie films, what I wanted was The Battery. That's the one that I wanted. And Wormwood. I have never heard of the other 2. Wormwood, Zombie Fight Club, really. The Battery, and Cockneys versus Zombies, which, being from Blackpool, I'm pretty sure I'll find that amusing. But what I bought this for was to get The Battery and Wormwood. I heard The Battery was like a really good independent horror movie. And they're all on their own disc. You know, each one is on their own disc, which means they're good transfers. So, yeah. Wes Craven's Shocker, which I've wanted for a long time. So we get to add that to it. Laid to Rest with Danielle Harris. And its sequel, Chrome Skull, Laid to Rest 2. So I got both of them. I hate when I have one on DVD and the other on Blu-ray, and you can't like keep them together without, you know. I already had the first three Robert movies, so I wanted to finish that out with The Revenge of Robert. I know, it's a Chucky ripoff. Silly indie Chucky ripoff. The Revenge of Robert and Robert Reborn. I'll have to do a list. I mean, I'll have to do a franchise series on that. This was very hard to find. Wolfen and Bad Moon are extremely hard to get a hold of without spending $50 for a used DVD or something. But I found this. You get Coma, Wolfen, Bad Moon, and Body Snatchers all on one thing. They're on two double-sided discs, so they're not on the same disc. They're on either side. So they should be full DVD transfers instead of compressed. But I really had to have Wolfen. Yes, my movies want to start sliding. Movie 43, which is supposed to be a really silly collection of shorts. Jack Goes Home with Rory Culkin. I heard that was really good, so we're going to see. This is really cool. It's called The Signal. Look at that. You see that? That is a badass lenticular cover. Ta-da, 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 ta-da. That looks really cool. But yeah. Tell Me How I Die. I read up on that. I read about that and it sounded really interesting. So, you know me in indie horror. But yes. Tell Me How I Die. This is the third freebie that was sent with my stuff. It's called Voodoo Apocalypse. Yeah, oh my god. You ought to read the back of that. But I mean, it sounds like it would be silly fun. So we'll see. Voodoo Apocalypse. I did not buy that. It was given to me. Rob Zombie's 31. The reason I wanted this was because I really like Doomhead. And I just really think that he'll be cool. So I know a lot of people don't like this movie, and I'm not a fan of Rob Zombie as a person, but I do like the two Halloweens, and I guess the Firefly Family trilogy is alright, but I know a lot of people don't like this, but I really like Doomhead. That's who I like. Flight from Hell, I have no idea. But it sounded cool. So we'll see. And Condemned, which is like a little horror movie. The fight for survival begins. Really? Okay, that's the DVDs. So now, let's do the Blu-rays. John Travolta and Robert De Niro in The Killing Season. I upgraded my DVD of The Passengers, not The Passenger, Passengers. I've seen the DVD about 50 times. This is one of my comfort movies. I don't really know why, but it is. I love Passengers, and I wanted it on Blu-ray. This is a very expensive Belgian thriller. It's like Silence of the Lambs. It's called The Treatment. I had to pay, I don't even want to tell you, to get a hold of it. But yeah. The 4K Ultra of Starship Troopers, the original. I fucking love this movie. I love it. And to get it on 4K was really cool. Yay, yes. So it comes with the 4K Blu-ray and the regular Blu-ray of Starship Troopers, the original. Best locker room scene ever, aside from a few military movies. Finished up the Cloverfield trilogy with the Paradox on Blu-ray. Upgraded my DVD of The Lost Boys, finally, to Blu-ray. Yes. Continuing to collect my original 10 Star Trek movies. Got The Voyage Home on Blu-ray. I have all the special edition anniversary DVDs, but I'm going to do it to Blu-ray. Mirrors, unrated, Kiefer Sutherland, a little horror movie with him. Yes. I upgraded my 28 Days Later to the Blu-ray. Upgraded the 28 Days Later to the Blu-ray. I'm having to lean forward so I can like show you these. And 28 Weeks Later. So I've upgraded them. Will Smith just caused some problems, didn't he? But I love iRobot. I've seen the DVD 25 times. So I upgraded it to Blu-ray. This is a Russian horror movie that I was told about, that I was told was fantastic, called Sputnik. So yes. It's supposed to be like, you know, Alien and Predator mixed together, kind of. Upgraded my DVD of Don't Breathe to Blu-ray because why not? Finished off my Underworld collection. Upgrading my Underworld collection with Awakening, Rise of the Lycans, and Evolution. So I know I keep hitting the microphone, but yep. Now I have all of the Underworlds upgraded to Blu-ray. Okay, we've got Dawn of the Dead and Land of the Dead, the unrated director's cut. I told you I'm trying to do the zombie thing. I have Survival of the Dead, George A. Romero's Survival of the Dead, and George A. Romero's Diary of the Dead, so I got that whole series. Not the original. I know people love the originals, but I like the newer stuff on some things and classics on the other, but I'm just trying to do the zombie thing, so don't fuck with me. Upgraded my DVD of A Quiet Place to Blu-ray, and got A Quiet Place Part 2. So I have both of them now. Yippee. Save those for last. I upgraded my DVD of Revenge. It's one of my favorite movies to come along. Came out in 2017. Has consistently stayed in the best top 5 movies released since then. So since 2017. I fucking love Revenge. She is a badass. Mercury Rising, Bruce Willis movie. I really like it. I got it. I've got it on Blu-ray, DVD, but okay, I'll tell the truth. When there's a seller that I buy from, that if you buy 3 plus or something, you get like 20% off the whole thing, which is significant. And so I needed a third one, and I do love this movie. So I'm like, why not upgrade it to Blu-ray? It's $5. My Maryland collection, There's No Business Like Show Business on Blu-ray. Yes, I love Marilyn Monroe. Come on. Of course I do. I'm one of those gays. So of course I love Marilyn Monroe. But I love this movie, of course, and I had to have it on Blu-ray. I've got most of her movies, you know. Uh, 7 Year Itch, um, all of them. The Misfits, I love The Misfits with Montgomery Clift. But yeah, so No Business Like Show Business. I love Kingsman movies, so I got them on Blu-ray. The Kingsman 2 movie collection, the Blurays. So yes, I've seen other collectors with these too, but yes, I really love the Kingsman movies. They're funny and exciting. So yeah. Halloween Kills, the extended cut of Halloween Kills with nice. That wasn't cheap. So yes. And now for my last special things. I've never really paid attention to still books. I've only got two. I've got the still book of the original Psycho, and I have the still book of uh, Pitch Black. It's one of my favorite movies of all time, Vin Diesel and Pitch Black. So I've got the still book of that and the still book of the original Psycho. So I've never really messed with them because usually they don't come with nothing. They really don't. It's just a still book. It's just a still case. Very rarely do they seem to come with anything special in them. But after getting those, I thought it was cool. But I ran across this seller who seems to specialize in still books and on eBay. And he had them for a reasonable price. So I got Close Encounters of the Third Kind Steelbook, 4K Steelbook. It's got the 4K 40th Anniversary Edition. It's got the 4K, the regular Blu-ray, and it's got the extended cut and the theatrical cut and a special edition cut. So yeah, I just know that has to look beautiful on Blu-ray. So yeah, Close Encounters, Steelbook, the Steelbook of Stephen King's Christine. It's the 4K and the regular Blu-ray, and the Christine Steelbook. So yeah. But they were reasonable. And I got the Steelbook for Baby Driver. I love Baby Driver. Isn't that cool? This is a really cool artwork on this steelbook. So yeah. So that was kind of cool to find some steelbooks. Christine, Close Encounters of the Third Kind 40th Anniversary Edition, and Baby Driver. Baby Driver is regular Blu-ray. Christine and Close Encounters comes with the 4K Blu-ray as well. But yeah, if you've never seen Baby Driver, you should. And that does it. So as you see, the month of March was, I added a lot of new friends to my collection. I had those 5 CDs. And, oh my gosh. And you know I've already got like 25 movies in April, and it's only the 10th when I'm filming this. But I needed to move Marches to their home so I could put April's in their place for next month's video, if I'm alive to do it. But yeah, there you go. That was my March update. A little longer than usual, but good God. I swear though, I didn't spend any more than I did last month. It's just that I found a couple of sales and was able to get like 5 or 6 DVDs and Blu-rays, you know, for like buy 6 get 2 free, stuff like that. And then, like I said, that guy that I bought I bought 6 DVDs from, he sent 3 that I didn't ask for. 1 I already had, but so yeah, that's cool. Thank you for tuning in and checking it out. I don't know what I just did. I think I hit something, but I will see you in the next video. That was my March update. Love you, miss you, bye. Always remember, you're a very, very special person, no matter what anybody is doing or saying to you. You're beautiful, and you're special, and you're unique, and you're the only one of you, and that's cool. Don't follow fads. Do your own thing. Just be yourself, and support indie horror. Buy physical. Support musicians, support movies in whichever way you can, and I will see you in the next video. Love you, miss you, bye-bye. Now I'm going to go watch all these movies. Not really, but I'm going to go put them in their home. See you later.